What's good, YouTube? This your man Spiel Dog. Man, I hope Errol Spence come back and fight Ryan Garcia. That'd be the perfect fight to come back and show Derrick James who his dog really was, and why these dudes came to let him train him to begin with. In my mind, Derrick James let Earl down completely in that fight against Terrence Crawford. I don't think he just got disgruntled. Now I think he was disgruntled before the fight. I think he just I think he let Earl down. It's no coincidence that Earl go in there and look worse than he ever did in the biggest fight of his career, and then his trainer out here bucking, uh, talking about you owe him money, showing a text message. That's childish, man. A text message ain't that don't mean shit in no courtroom. And it's just sad that it came to this. Derrick James basically don't need Spence no more, so he bucking like that. If he didn't have these other guys paying him, he would have been 100% fine with what Spence gave him already. But since he got these dudes lowering that good scratch on him, he done turned on Spence. Now it could be other stuff going on that I don't know nothing about, but there ain't no way that Derrick James is throwing Earl out the gym and acting like this right after he get have the worst fight of his career. There is no way this is a coincidence. I think Derrick James didn't scout Terrence Crawford until they had to fight. I feel like he was trying to scout and coach at the same time while Earl was fighting. What he should have done before they got in the ring, and he let Earl down completely. Let Earl get the brakes beat off of him, and now you want the biggest payday of your life. I mean, this shit is. I mean, he ought to be. Derrick James really ought to be shaming himself. I could see if he'd have said that in the Ugas fight. I could see if he'd have said that in the Danny Garcia fight. But out of all the fights, you picked this one to want to start popping about. Man, please. Earl looked good out there at 106, big like he is. Floyd said that after him and Crawford fought, that if he was working with Spence, he'd have him fighting at 160 pounds. And looking at him today, I agree with it. I didn't realize he was going, he carried the weight pretty good. I think Spence is still the fighter that he was before all this stuff happened. I think he ain't been. I think between the injuries and the layoffs, and his trainer Breaking Bad on him, it wasn't. He was at a disadvantage from from the word go when he fought Crawford. He gave up his A side. He didn't get a tune-up fight in. His trainer wasn't focused on the fight, and he just went out there and kind of did it on the fly. It's obvious to me now. I think Earl was 10 times better a fighter than he showed that night. I'm not gonna sit there and say he would have beat Crawford, but I think he could have gave a much better accounting of himself had he been properly prepared for the fight. And I think deep down inside, Earl know that too. If he definitely knew it once he got in the ring with Crawford and seen that they wasn't prepared for him. And I think Earl, whatever he come back and do, I think if he gonna fight again, which it look like he is now that he back in the gym and he running and he training, I think his preparation and his attention to detail be back what it once was when he first came out and set and everybody start loving Earl Spence when Keith Thurman and all the good fighters was ducking him. He gotta have that mindset again. And I believe what happened with Crawford with his trainer Breaking Bad, I think all this is motivation. And sometimes when you rich like he is now, sometimes you need a little extra motivation to go out there and do it. And I think he got everything in the world to be all the reasons in the world to be motivated to want to go out there and show people it that he's still Earl Spence, that he still is one of the best in the game, and he can still be champion again. I believe all that if he get 100% focused. I really do. I think he could be champion at 154 and 160 if he's dialed in 100%. But it's got to be up. It's up to him if he still got that heart to want to go in there and be the best. I think he do. I don't think he'll go out there and play himself again like he did against Terrence Crawford. I don't think he will ever go out there unprepared for a big fight ever again. I really don't think so. Ryan Garcia, that'll be the perfect fight for Earl to come back and beat the brakes off that boy. I like Ryan Garcia, but Earl will murder that kid. I really believe Earl will. It won't last. He'll go 4 or 5 rounds, 6 rounds tops. I don't think it'll last that long. Earl will blast him up out of there, and deep down inside, Derrick James know that already. That left hook won't be enough to beat Errol Spence. I guarantee you that. So if I hope Ryan Garcia is serious and they make that fight. I really do. That'll be beautiful. That'll be a perfect comeback fight for Spence if he fool enough to jump in that ring like that with the big fish. I think Spence still that guy. I think losing to Crawford ain't no shame, and especially under the circumstances. It's I mean, it's obvious now. He went in there unprepared. We saw that, but now we see why. The trainer wasn't even focused on Earl fight like that. And so, you know, it is what it is. But I think Earl gonna come back and give a good account of himself and show Derrick James who that real dog really was in the camp and why he got them fighters coming to him now. That's because of what he was out there in that ring doing. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe. Till the next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.